Yeah, first thing I will say, I do actually want to see that Kobe on Itazan, the mirror there. That actually does sound very interesting. We're not just gonna watch Zangief mirrors, but knowing that that's there, I am a little bit interested. What's going on, Willie Merc? Yeah, like there's a couple of these like this best of three here, 2-0 Kobe on. I'm kind of interested to watch this. Let's actually go and take a look, see what's going on here. We're not just gonna watch them, but this is 2-year goats right here, right? So no smiles, no, just like that, my goats. And yeah, the SF6 replay system is this is something that is much more viable to do in SF6 than Grand Blue because the replay system is much nicer, right? You can't do replay takeover and you can do replay takeover in other people's stuff. You watch it for all your motivational off. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Can I do like the next? Oh, you can do the next scene, previous scene. Yeah, dude, it's just so much nicer to go through replays of Street Fighter 6. This is we can definitely get some good mileage out of this. I appreciate the nice words, Willie. It means a lot. I'm actually quite tired today, so like yeah, it actually means a lot. Oh, okay, hold on. I gotta lock in though. I gotta lock in. So this is round start. What are they doing? We're gonna try and analyze these in relative. We can pause like that, we can rewind, we can go next scene, we can slow-mo it by doing, whoa. Oh, I see. Okay. So I'm gonna try and look into this like in relative detail here. You gotta give me a second to get acquainted with it. So again, like Zangief mirror is, you know, maybe not the most normal situation, but that's all like already, by the way, that's something different. Drive rush, crouching light punch as an OK option. He whiffs a couple of he see 2 crouching medium punches in a row there. Right, he gets a knockdown. Drive rush, crouching light punch. Whiffs a couple of crouching medium punches in a row. I wonder why. But see, this is already like this is one thing that I'm pretty sure is like this thing when I say like, oh, like there's gonna be stuff that I already know that I'm not good at that I expect to see a lot more of. This right here, stand light kick. This button's gonna be here a lot, I think. This is one of Gief's like best buttons, and it's one that I don't use at all, basically, and definitely something I need to focus on a little bit more, right? Incorporating into my game as like a whiff punish. This is basically a medium, right? Like you talk a lot about how like Gief doesn't have like a crouch medium kick drive rush, and that kind of sucks for him, and he doesn't. And this is not a crouch medium kick, but it like almost is. This is the closest thing Gief has to crouch medium kick drive rush. Even, and you can tell that they did this too because, you know, a lot of, when you get up at this high level, Gief can't really do this, but a lot of characters, you know, when you try to cancel, also what's going on, Azur? Hello. When you try to cancel like a hit like this on block into a drive rush, there's a gap in it, right? So if I did like, you know, Zangief crouching light punch into crouching light kick, right? Crouching light punch on block, drive rush cancel, crouching light kick. There's a gap there. So people can potentially DP, they can OS, right, where they just do an OD DP when you drive rush, and if there's a gap, then they hit you for it because you can't block out of the drive rush in time. And if there's not a gap, then they block, and their DP is safe, right? This is a pretty common thing that people do in higher levels characters with OD reversals. Gief could do this with like his level 3, for example, too. You can't do this with a lot of mediums, right? There are a lot of gapless medium block strings. Like most crouch medium kick drive rushes, some crouch medium kick drive rushes are gapless like that. I'm not sure if it's everyone, right? But notably, there are literally no gapless light button block string drive rushes, right? Where you do like light button into drive rush into another light button. There are no gapless versions of that, except in the entire game, Zangief stand light kick into Zangief like drive rush Zangief crouch light kick. That is a gapless drive rush block string. So it's like they even want you to use it like it's a crouch medium kick drive rush, right? And it's 7 frames, it's decently big, you can get some decent combos off of it. This is definitely something that I need to use more of. I'm not surprised that we are already 4 seconds into it. We're seeing a punish counter stand light kick, right? What does he do off this? Yeah, so the drive rush crouching medium punch, I have labbed this. You can get that stand light kick into drive rush crouch medium punch. You can get it on counter hit or punish counter, I believe. This is not punish counter only. So that's, if you check a drive rush, for example, it's always a guaranteed counter hit. So if we try to check drive rushes with stand light kick, we can always go into crouch medium punch off it. So he goes, again, this, by the way, this like replay takeover, this Street Fighter 6, really good, right? I love it. This next scene, previous scene thing, this is like the actual nuts, right? Like this is the thing that makes going through the replay so nice, is it like you can go from like next interaction, previous interaction, right? He gets that, crouch medium kick, or crouch medium punch, hell stab, lariat, sure. Yeah, drive rush medium punch, sure. Look what is going on here? They must be having, to an extent, they're having a little bit of fun here now. What's happening here? right? Like, yeah, sure, why not? I will say this one I've only someone pointed it out in the chat once, and I was like, you got a point. This one as well, right? This stand medium punch here that they are both just like spamming, like their life depends on it. This is a pretty damn nice Zangief button as well, right? Just because again it is, you can get like a full combo with the target combo if you get a counter hit or a punish counter. Right? Like it's pretty nice. Oh my lord. Okay. Yeah. Sure. A lot more crouching light punch too, right? Like definitely using a lot of buttons already that I don't use very often. Like, yeah, they are probably having a bit of a laugh here, but it's still interesting to see like even, you know, what tools they represent more often. It's not like they're not playing for their lives here, but there's already some interesting stuff that I don't use very much. Okay, sure. Oh. Yeah, I guess there wasn't really too much that Zangief could do about that right there. So that DI does make sense. Yeah, okay. Brick, I dare you to read this message. Do you accept? So true. On the journey to master with Zangief, I've always been looking for better approaches. Noticed I walk back on defense a lot. I've been watching replays for pointers also. Yeah, it's good. There's always a bigger fish, right? So you can always learn from someone. Ow. Yeah, the EX Lariat, that we did recently start incorporating that, the EX Lariat. For this, I will say, I mean, this is like not a Zangief thing at all, this is a Street Fighter 6 thing, but like obviously this shit right here, right, is like, that's also, this is something that I know that I don't do very much, but I haven't even started trying to think about how to incorporate it. I don't fish for perfect parry very often at all, and I don't even use parry in my defense generally very much at all either, right? But this is definitely something that even at my MR, this is not like a, you know, legend MR thing. People are doing this to me all the time, right? And so I'm kind of playing with one hand tied behind my back in a way, not on purpose, but because I'm bad. I'm kind of like depriving myself of fishing for perfect parries, man, because it's also mashing on defense, for example, is very common. If you're like slightly minus, people will mash something, you can try and just fish for a perfect parry, hope for the best, stuff like that, right? So I think this is definitely something that I should be thinking about more actively. Where can I put this? Like, you know, against different characters, like where, because a lot of, you know, I'm vaguely familiar with how a lot of characters' pressure looks like the basic ideas. So like, I could, if I wanted to, I could try to fish for perfect parry and gaps, or even people like to mash on my minus frames a lot of the times, like after a health stab or something like that. It's definitely an idea. Bonk. Okay. A surprising amount of heavy punch, right? Like, not fully charged heavy punch, just kind of throwing heavy punch out there. Like, I drive rush heavy punch a lot, then it gets me killed. Like, just kind of throwing out, like, a partially charged heavy punch for some armor. It's very interesting. What did he do for, again, look at this previous scene, next scene thing, man. This, like, genuinely more than the replay takeover, give me this in Grand Blue, right? The fact that I can just go interaction to interaction. I want to skip the super, I just hit next scene. This is, I don't know what the fuck the algorithm is for this, but it's amazing. So he does drive rush, stand light kick, okay. Into drive rush, crouch medium punch, interesting. Or a crouch medium kick. And then what does he do after that? Grand Blue pisses me off, yeah. Hell stab, okay. Oh yeah, because you can get hell stab off that, so true. Okay. Look at all this heavy punch. I mean, maybe it's particularly good against Zangief. We'll see. This is why, so we're gonna spend a lot of today, again, maybe all of today, just because I am tired, watching these replays. I want to see if this is like, if this heavy punch nonsense is like just against Zangief, because Zangief is also kind of throwing out a lot of big non-cancelable pokes, or if this is something that, you know, these better Giefs are doing against like everyone. Because that, it definitely strikes me as odd. Like the, you know, the crouch medium, light punches, the stand light kicks, the perfect parries, all of that makes sense to me. The like heavy punch spam feels weird. Like, it feels bad. Well, I'm not gonna deign to backseat these individuals. But I am curious as to if it's like a Zangief specific thing, because he's just throwing out a lot of these bigger pokes. Yeah, that's not fast enough. Right, Zangief's level 2 is a pretty slow reversal. So he actually has, like, it's 18 frames from that super flash, so he had more than enough time to sit there and block it. If he had canceled into a normal, I would have caught him, but on the empty drive rush, he's more than safe. That's an interesting punish to things, actually. How much damage is that? Oh, by the way, dude, can I just actually, I'm sorry if this ends up just being me gushing about the Street Fighter 6 replay system. It's actually so good. Like, thank you, Capcom. And like, the only problem with it was that it was really annoying to get to from your matches, and they fixed that in the My update. Thank you so much. Good angle, so true. But like, the fact that it just also just shows you the inputs and it shows you the damage, like, I'm like, oh, I wonder how much damage does that punish do? And I just get to see it, but I don't get to see it when it kills. Never mind, I hate you. Hold on, what a view there? Yeah. Well, maybe if I switch to player control and do a similar thing, we can see the damage, possibly? Can I see the damage like this? Yes, 3680, okay. The Zangief, so true. So, and then I can just, fair to gush about it, it's so good, man. And then, wait, hold on, end player control. I guess I want to switch to player control and do something slightly different here. I want to, right here, I want to switch to player control again. So is this more damage than just doing, it's not more damage than just doing this, yeah? Yeah, it's not. I wonder if he just wasn't sure if he was in range, right? Again, see, I can, in other people's replays, I can jump in and try things out. Like, what are we doing, man? I guess he might just not realize he was in range, because, like, this is more damage. Maybe it's easy. Maybe it's like just a less likelihood of fucking anything up. Like if you're gonna kill him anyway, it's much easier to buffer the 360 out of the DI animation than it is to do it raw. Not that I imagine Kobayashi is messing up his inputs that often, but still, right? Why not? Interesting. Okay. Let's keep going. It's so good. It's seamless. It's seamless. So that's that game. There's another one to look at here, right? Yeah. And replay. There's a second one in this mirror that Kobayashi also wins. Let's see how this goes. Watch. Commentary. I will say the one thing I'm sure some people, I don't know if like the more casual Street Fighter 6 enjoyers, if they like having the commentary on the matches, but it's one of those. I heard it for like 5 seconds, and I was like, this isn't, you know, the commentators they brought in are great, right? But it's just the feature itself is weird, I think. All right. Wait, this is the same one. I watched the wrong. This is the exact. Oh, I'm watching the wrong replay. That unless the game started in the exact same way, I just picked. I guess I watched this one first, so we should watch it. Oh, there you go. I think it was. Sorry if this was me starting the same replay 3 times in a row. I thought I watched the bottom one first, so it should be this one now, right? And he won that, so he gained some MR. Is it gonna start with a sweep again? No. Okay, it's different. Okay, yes. This is a different match. Good. Yeah, look, the amount of heavy punch is insane. Again, Geef is throwing out a lot of non-low, like non-cancelable pokes, so I guess it seems to make more sense against Geef. But I am curious if it also, ooh, that backdash. This is something I don't do at all. Also, right? Backdashing on wake up like this. Geef's backdash is a little slower than average, but that is something to think about. Interesting. Okay. Not his best work. not his best work. Heavy punch into heavy punch, so true. Into heavy punch. Yeah, he's just dead there. That is guaranteed shit. Makes sense. So true. Look at this body of iron. I will say, in general, there's just a lot more normals being thrown out, right? Like, even ones that are, I think, pretty clearly not meant to be hitting anything, like that crouch medium punch. Right? I think it is a lot of representing options and just holding space, right? Like this crouch medium punch here, like, surely it's never hitting anyone, right? Like, I mean, maybe if, like, I guess it could also be preemptively, like, if Itazan sticks out, like, a crouch medium punch, and, like, he just happens to time it so that it hits, and it's pretty hard to whiff punish from that distance, so it might kind of serve double duty of, like, it is just like, hey, I'm holding my space, you're not just gonna get in here for free, like, kind of, like, reminding him that you're there, but also, too, I guess there's a possibility, it's not like, you know, it's not like the buttons your opponent hits in neutral are reactable, right? On whiff sometimes, but, like, not to counter hit them, that is. So, like, it might be a matter of, like, if Itazan happens to stick out a button, he might get counter hit by that into a full combo. It's kind of like it's high risk, low reward, or sorry, low risk, high reward potential. Right? Like if you just stick it out from that distance, unlikely he's gonna be able to whiff punish you for it. And if you do get lucky, you get a full combo. I can see that as an idea. But in general, they're throwing out way more normals, right? Like there's way, like you'd think there'd be a little less. It feels like there's actually a lot more. Like just way more buttons pressed in neutral. That's Andy in the background there. Like with like a good amount of thought about behind them, certainly. Yeah, sweep into sweep, sure. Doesn't go for the EX Lariat there. He had a big drive gauge lead, you'd think so. Oh yeah, heavy kick does whiff on Croucher, sad news. Yeah, the stand light kick, man, because again, like the fact that that's a great angle once again. You know, we can stick on the angle. The fact that stand light kick is gapless, right? It's such a nice, like it's such a good starter into pressure, even if they block it, right? To just go into the stand light kick into drive rush there. Okay. Backdash. Backdash? Backdash? Is he baiting level 3? Oh, he is. Okay, okay. I'm like, why? He's baiting level 3, I guess. If he does not have level 3 there, he does. Whoa, wait, what is that combo? What in the world? Punish counter, crouch medium punch, into drive rush, non-charged heavy punch, into health stab, into EX lariat, into level 3. What? I assume that only works on punish counter, huh? Never. Okay, that's a new one to me. Yeah. I wonder if that's all. Yeah, that's a lot. That's 5,100 damage. I can do the math on that. That's just gonna be 5,147. Wow. Huh. I'm kind of curious to maybe we'll hit the lab pretty quick here and to see if that. That's okay. We're gonna watch more replays. Because I'm actually even just in that. To be fair, pretty clear. I think anyway, pretty clearly like kind of a goofy Zangief mirror there, Itazan and probably out having some fun. But even there, so there's a lot that I'm like, So wait, hold on, real quick. Does that only work on punish counter? Had break. Thanks for the content. It's the first I've joined the stream. You're pretty big for getting my Geef into master. Thanks, man. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside to hear, sir. Oh, they've reset all of my settings. Man. I appreciate it. And hello, welcome to the stream. But yeah, we're watching some replays right now, trying to learn something for some better Geefs, and is that only? So I assume it doesn't work on regular hits. Just doing like, no. Wait, what? They like reset all the settings with this My update, huh? What the hell? Where's the frame meter, man? Screen display settings. Yeah, frame meter on, please. Cancel timing display, sure. What is action timing display? No, I'm good, actually. I don't need to add that. Input history display. Okay, cool. So, the startup, how quickly can I just do this? We're doing it out of, I forget what the quickest you can cancel out of your drive rush is again. I guess, yeah, it's frame 10, right? Yeah, it's frame 10. So this being 16, so it's like frame 10 plus 16, it's like 26 frames, something like that. Well, it says 23. Is it frame 7? Am I stupid? If I just hold the button, I'll get it as fast as I can. Let's just do that. Yeah, frame 7. It's frame 7. Because if I hold the button, you get it as fast as you can. That 11 frames is adding the 4 startup frames of the crouch leg kick as well as the drive rush frames, right? So it's 7 plus 4, so we're canceling on frame 7, which is why this, right? Again, you see, it comes out if I hit the button immediately, 23 because 7 plus 16. So we need to be plus 24. We're canceling crouch medium punch on the first frame, so we're canceling 2 active frames and 16 recovery frames. So we're getting an extra 18. We said we need to be plus 24? Yeah, okay. So it does only work on punish counter, right? If my math is right, that shouldn't work on counter hits either. Yeah, okay. Actually, I was a frame off there. Let's see. You want to see 20... Oh, not punish counter. We want to see 23 here. Can I not... It was 23, right? Yeah. Why does it seem to be 24 when I do it out of a cancel? What's going on there? Is it... Is when you can cancel out of a cancel drive rush different than... Oh, maybe it is. Oh, is it frame 8 on a cancel drive rush? Or is there this the one frame... Is adding the one frame of, like, me hitting the cancel? Maybe. Compared to doing this, where we're immediately moving? Yeah, it might be that... See that one frame in the back there before the parry starts? Well, no, it's more so... But yeah, it seems to be that out of a cancel, we're getting it on, like, if we hold crouch light kick here, we get it on frame, oh, I didn't do anything. We get it on frame 12 versus frame 11 here, so I guess it's an extra frame, huh? So yeah, okay, sure, off cancels, it's an extra frame. We'll take that math as gospel. Which means we actually get this on frame 25, so it'd be plus 25, not plus 24. Even more reason so that we are not plus enough here. Because it's, again, you take 2 active frames off, plus 5 there, turns to plus 7. And then you take 16 recovery frames off because you're canceling. So plus 7 turns into plus 23, and that is not enough. And we need 2 more frames, which is exactly what we get from the punish counter there, right? Now we're plus 7. Again, take off 2 active frames, becomes plus 9. Take off 16 recovery frames, becomes plus 25, which means exactly enough that if we do it quick enough, we can get that. Huh. Okay, so yeah, it is punish counter only, basically, long story short. And this, I mean, like, obviously you can do something like this if you're close enough, but that's not going to work from this distance, right? So, I mean, yeah, from here, it probably is more damage.
Very good odds that this person is incredibly
smart
doing
this, because you're getting a heavy punch out. Yo, Chica, thank you very much for the 8 months. Goddamn, very well indeed. OG out here. All right, so, yeah, if I do like this, that, is that more or I assume that's less damage, right? Yeah, 23. That'll be 48.92. Yeah, versus doing this. It's a little bit strange to go into health stab off of that for my brain, but yeah, that's more damage. What do you, I mean, yeah, by a decent chunk, dude. It's like 400 more damage. How interesting. Can you do that off anything else? Yeah, anything that's... Oh, you can get it off counter. If I'm right... Oh, it's not cancelable. What am I talking about? No. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think... Yeah, because that's not... I was gonna say like this one's plus enough, but it's not cancelable. Yeah, so that's a little specific boy, but it should only work off that, I think. I mean, I guess... No, not this either, huh? Yeah. Because that's not... There's not enough... What other cancelable things does this boy even have? I forget now. I mean, headbutt, I guess, but yeah. I mean, it should work off headbutt, but usually if you headbutt, you're close enough for just the health stab anyway. You could probably do this. Yeah, it's not worth it. Okay, so yeah, so punish, counter, crouch, medium punch into this. What a time to be alive. Right? You don't charge it at all. Ooh, I got it. It is a little weird for my brain to link the health stab off that. The heavy punch spends so long recovering, right? But sure. Already, we've learned a couple of things, right? Again, stand light kick, I'm kind of, I'm aware that I should be using this a lot more, certainly. And the fact you can get this into this, right? For some good stuff. I guess that also means you can do it off of, like, if you want, you can do this into that. I don't know how, like, off of drive rush would be the same thing as punish counter, right? So just off of, if you somehow get, like, a drive rush, you can do the same thing. Yeah, because it's the same amount of extra frames. It's something. Cool. Let's go back, watch some more replays. Maybe not Geef mirrors to try and learn some more stuff, because this has already been rather enlightening.